Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new weekly writing vlog. So it's currently the 19th of April, it's about 2:30 p.m. and I thought that I would start out this vlog for you guys. So if you are not caught up with the vlogs, make sure to check up above in the cards and also down below to see the playlist of my writing vlogs for this year so you can make sure you're all caught up and know what's going on. But currently I'm working on brainstorming a new work in progress. This is something that has been in my mind since around this time last year, I believe, and it has been something, like the core idea of this has been something that I've been wanting to write for years, but it was just last year that I got the actual like idea and motivation to work on it. So while I am waiting for edits to come back on Reasons Why Not To from my author mentor match mentor, this is what I am working on. So last week at the end of the vlog I talked about my notebook and how I've been doing some like brainstorming in it, but today I've decided to start the character profile for my main character. So I'm having like a bit of difficulty figuring out exactly what I want to do with this plot. Like, I don't know exactly what the story is going to be. What I will tell you is that I think I want to tell it in two different kind of like timelines. I want there to be a then timeline and a now timeline, so kind of reminiscent of History's All You Left Me or How to Love by Katie Katugno. Those are kind of like the two books that are in the back of my mind. Those are like the ones that I remember the most that I've read from that have that kind of timeline in it, and I'm really curious to try to play around with a timeline like that. But what I'm struggling with is figuring out exactly what I want to tell in each of those timelines and kind of the actual like plot of them. I think I'm more concerned with the now timeline currently and kind of what I want the actual story to be. And so I'm hoping that by doing a character profile and figuring out my main character more thoroughly, that plot ideas will come to mind. Brainstorming a book can sometimes be a bit difficult, and it's different I think every single time I write a book. It's kind of always like a puzzle trying to like find the right pieces to make it all fit together. It's always just kind of, you know, a random thing. Sometimes I get the plot more worked out first, and sometimes it's the characters, and I think right now I need to do the characters more so first. I do have like plot bunnies written down and like whatnot, like little plot things that I do know. It's just a matter of learning the characters enough to get to the plot, because first and foremost, I am a character-driven reader and writer, and I do think that the characters are the most important part of this story in particular. So it's just a matter of me actually figuring out how I want to do this and what I want the actual story to be. Like, I know like the themes that I want to explore, and I know like basics of what I want to do and what kind of story I want to tell. I have like some vivid scenes in my head. It's just a matter of like what is the overarching like plot of the story. And this project is very different from anything I've ever written before in terms of how I'm actually writing it with the different timelines and everything. It's going to be different. I'm also incorporating emails into the book, kind of reminiscent of Simon Versus, but not in terms of like how it is in the story. Like, it's not because my main characters are like emailing anonymously, that's not what I'm thinking, but like the actual formatting of the emails is kind of what I'm going for this. I don't know if what I have in mind is gonna work or pan out, but I'm gonna try it. It's very different, but I'm excited about it. But anyways, I figured out quite a few things about my main character. A lot of it was things that I already knew, like her physical description and like her race and whatnot, and her like family and friends situation is what I'm currently working on. So I'm currently using my character profile that I've kind of created from watching a couple of different videos. I have a whole series on my channel about how I outline my books, and there is an episode talking about how I create my characters, so I'll link the playlist down below so you guys can go check out that video because I talk about this character profile there. But that is what I'm currently using. It's what I've used for the past few books that I've written. So far it's coming along. I just thought that I would take a pause to update you guys about it, but I am very excited to continue, and I'm really excited by this project like overall. And ideally, if Reasons Why Not To were to be my debut novel, which is what I'm hoping for, I think that I would want this one to be my sophomore novel. It just feels right to me. It feels like it pairs quite nicely with Reasons Why Not To rather than my other project, The Show Must Go On. I still want to publish that book. I just don't think I want it to be the second novel that I published, you know what I mean? Like, so in an ideal world, I would want Reasons Why Not To as my debut and this book as my sophomore book. I do have a title for it. The title is one of the first things I figured out about the project. That's not usually how it works, but it just came to me and I was obsessed with it. So yeah, it's just a matter of me figuring out what I want to do with this story and how I actually want to go about telling it, but I'm very excited about it. So that is what's currently happening. I'm going to continue to work on this. I'm listening to my playlist right now. It literally has 132 songs and it's about 8 hours hours long, and I love it so much. It's such like a sad emo playlist, and I'm obsessed with it. And what's special about this project is that it is kind of loosely based off of something that I went through in high school. So a lot of the songs on this playlist are songs that I actually listened to while I was going through this thing, but it's also songs that I've discovered since then that I can relate back to this instance that happened to me. It's just a really fun playlist. It feels really special. I love listening to it, even though it puts me in my feels. But I'm gonna get back to working now, and I will try to keep you guys updated. Okay, so it's now 3:45, and I think I just finished my main character's character profile. It's 4.5 pages long, and it actually came pretty easy to me, which I'm really happy about, and I'm really proud of it actually. The only thing I think that I don't know is her last name. I do have an idea for her last name. I just need to decide if I actually want to commit to it. I'm not entirely sure. Last names are always like one of the hardest things for me to decide. I could just never be happy with them. So I'm gonna think on her last name for a little bit longer. She is half Portuguese, which I am, and I want her to have a Portuguese last name because I've never actually written a character who had a Portuguese last name. I have characters who are half Portuguese. Beckett is half Portuguese, and then Elliot from The Show Must Go On is half Portuguese. But it's always been their moms who are Portuguese, and so they always have a like white person last name. But I want my main character in this book to have a Portuguese last name. So it's just a matter of me actually picking one that I'm happy with. I might just stick with one that I already came up with. I'm not sure. Like I said, I need to think on it, but I'm really happy with how her character profile came together. It's so weird. Characters used to always be like the hardest thing for me to figure out. Like, character profiles were the bane of my existence, but now I actually really enjoy doing them, and I had a lot of fun doing this. I started out my day literally feeling so unmotivated, like I didn't want to do literally anything, and I was just kind of feeling very blah today, but this has made me feel a bit better. I feel like I've made progress, which I have, and I'm feeling very good about this, and I'm so excited about this book, and I know I'm not gonna be able to write it for a long time. The tentative plan is to write the first draft in November for NaNoWriMo, but I don't know if that's actually gonna happen. It kind of all depends on how Reasons Why Not To stuff goes, but I just know that this book is gonna be one of the books of my heart. I think Reasons Why Not To is the book of my heart, but this one is another part of my heart. I'm really liking it, so I can't wait to figure more of it out. But I don't know if I'm gonna do anything else today in terms of this. I might just do general brainstorming, but I'm really happy with this character profile. Hey guys, so it is the 21st now. It is 2:30 p.m. So I didn't update you guys yesterday because I didn't end up doing anything, but today I just spent an entire hour approximately, probably even more than that, filming a video. It is my writing journey, so it's me going through basically everything that I've done writing wise since I was 6 years old all the way to present day. That video should have gone up on Friday, so you should be able to go watch it if you have not yet already. But I couldn't stop rambling. I just got so excited because I hadn't looked at some of those things in so long. Like, I showed all of my old stories and it was just so much fun. So if you have not go checked out that video yet, I'd appreciate it because I haven't edited it yet, but I can already tell it's gonna take me a really long time and it's gonna be really annoying. I'm taking a bit of a more low-key day today in terms of writing, but I do want to do some brainstorming things from I almost just said the title of my new project, which I don't feel like sharing with you guys yet. Wow. But I'm gonna do some brainstorming for my new work in progress. I feel like I've just been talking for so long since I did just film that like really long video that I just don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, I am taking it a bit more relaxed today, just kind of chilling, you know, hanging around, but I do want to do some work today. But yeah, I will try to keep you guys updated. Not entirely sure how much I'm gonna have to update on. Yeah, just taking it a bit more low-key this week. I have a lot of other things that I need to be doing, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so I just wanted to end out this vlog. I think it's the 25th. I don't know. It's Sunday. So I haven't updated you guys in a few days. So I did a character profile, maybe more like half of the character profile for one of my main characters. There are some things that I'm not quite sure about yet, like specific details about the character's life, but I do have the basics down, which is really good. Besides that, I haven't really been doing much. I've been trying to focus more on reading this past week because I have a lot of books I'm trying to read before the end of the month. But I have been doing some things and I'm happy with the progress that I've made. But yeah, that's it for this vlog. I think it's a bit shorter than my other ones, but not much happened this week, so I apologize. Hopefully next week will be a bit better. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below what you've been up to writing wise recently because I'd really love to know. Subscribe if you have not yet already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!